What would you be willing to do to bring someone to Jesus? Would you run for them? Break barriers for them? Bear losses for them? Welcome to the Unveiling of Grace program of the Thoma Youth Ministry of the Mumbai Diocese. Tomorrow we will be meditating from the Gospel according to St. Mark, chapter 2, verses 1 to 12, based on the theme, Jesus Christ who gives healing and redemption from sin. In the bustling town of Capernaum, Jesus is teaching in a crowded house. Amid the throng of people, 4 friends are determined to bring their paralyzed companion before him. Unable to get through the packed door, they climb onto the roof and lower their friend down right in front of Jesus. Witnessing their bold faith, Jesus not only heals the man physically, but also offers him forgiveness of sins, revealing that his healing power transcends the physical to redeem souls. There are 3 things that we can learn from this passage. Number 1, running for the need of the other. In this passage, notice how everyone is rushing to see or be healed by Jesus. Yet, these 4 friends aren't running solely for their own benefit. They run with a purpose, to help their friend experience the life-changing power of Christ. Their actions show faith in Jesus' authority to heal. They could have left the man behind, thinking, let's take care of ourselves first. But they prioritized their friend's need over their own desires. Are we running only for our own blessings? Or do we bring others to Jesus? True faith moves beyond self-interest. It compels us to act for those in need. Number 2, breaking barriers to save the other. With no room at the door, they didn't hesitate to break through the roof, literally destroying the barrier between their friend and Jesus. Their determination shows that sometimes the path to salvation requires us to shatter conventional boundaries and accept the costs involved. These friends were willing to damage property to save a soul. What barriers have we crossed to bring others to Christ? Are we willing to go beyond comfort, customs, or social norms for the sake of salvation? And lastly, bearing the losses. The house owner in the passage is silent. He does not complain. The only voices heard are those of Jesus and the critics. Jesus responds with authority, while some scribes murmur in their hearts, questioning his power to forgive sins. Sometimes, silence is wisdom. It is better to bear loss for the sake of salvation than to discourage others with criticism. Are we willing to bear inconvenience or loss so that others can experience redemption? When we are to do God's work, do we choose faith and patience or skepticism and criticism? Dear friends, the paralytic came for physical healing, but Jesus gave him something far greater, redemption from sin. The religious leaders questioned, who can forgive sins but God alone? But that's the point. Jesus is God. Healing is temporary, but forgiveness is eternal. This Lenten season, let us reflect. Are we bringing others to Jesus with faith and action? Are we willing to break barriers for the sake of salvation? Are we ready to bear losses for the redemption of others? During this season of Lent, let us run for others, break barriers, bear losses, and bring people to Christ, because He alone can heal and forgive. Jesus is not just a healer, He is the Redeemer, the Son of God, God Himself. May God bless you. Amen.